This is the Kate Daly Show.
All right. Do you know what's trending? Harris is a communist. That's actually really trending right now. And I just was laughing because so many people are so aware. The majority of the country is very aware that we're being lied to so badly right now. I have Dr. Duke Pesta on with me. And of course, Milty's out today. I also want to invite your phone calls, 888-673-1450. I do want to mention, please text Birch Gold for me. The phone number is so simple. It's 6 digits. Okay, not your typical phone number, but it works. 989898. That's your phone number. 989898. Text my name, Kate, Kate. You can find out how you can get $10,000 worth of gold and silver free. I don't think anyone else is offering that to you. And then also, you can actually get everything backed with gold and silver, stop the inflation on your accounts, your retirement, your 401ks, everything. Make sure it's all covered with gold and silver as they bring in digital tyranny. You're going to be so glad you did this. I know you're kind of worried about it, as you should be. And of course, please text them 989898 and then text my name, Kate. Okay. All right. Dr. Duke Pesta. The trend, Harris is a communist, pretty funny. And I hate having to endure this Democrat National Convention. And I hope I'm probably not going to talk about it a ton this week. I'd rather talk about more important things and a bunch of weirdo at a weirdo convention getting together. I can't even imagine even being there and how gross that would feel. I'm sorry, but icky people, just icky. I don't know. There's something going on there that's just weird with the lefty loony. I don't know.
And I think about this. Trump had his convention,
Mm-hmm.
and the Republicans are supposed to be the great enemies, not the Democrats. And yet there were very few protesters. They only had to cordon off a small part of the arena there. So you would think that these protesters would have showed up in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
It's amazing that you're going to have about 100,000 of them protesting the left, leftists protesting the left. And that's pretty stunning. And of course, what are they doing? The Chicago, with their idiot mayor, open borders mayor, is building a wall, literally building a wall around the venue to keep out not illegals, but lefties. The whole world's turned upside down.
You can't make that stuff up. It's amazing. The wall, the armed security guards. I mean, it's just a walking contradiction always. I just don't. How do people not see that?
I'll bet you there are no rooftops in Chicago that aren't being watched by SWAT teams, unlike the one in Pennsylvania when Trump got shot. I'll bet they're all out there, and it's their own people. They're being protested by themselves,
right?
Because you want to talk about something absurd?
Right.
The 100,000 protesters don't think that the left is radical enough on abortion and radically enough anti-Semitic. Those are the two things.
Oh my God!
Because you know as well as I do, watch our government. Our government is clearly anti-Israel, and it is 100% pro-abort all the time. And their 100,000 protesters are going to show up, embarrass them, to point out that it's. Here's my question to the protesters: what aspects of abortion do you want to promote that Kamala doesn't already agree with? Yeah. They want abortion through 9 months. And so what are you going to do? Start aborting people before they get pregnant? What are you going to do? I mean, how could you possibly get more of it? The whole thing is really creepy and bizarre. But can you imagine if you had a Republican convention where 100,000 Republicans showed up to demand more conservatism? They would have the National Guard in the streets to hustle them off, right?
Right.
It would be that would be the story, how Republicans revolt against Republicans, but it's not. You're not going to get that press with this.
No, in fact, Babylon Bee kind of nailed it. They said DNC eyes Chicago River red to celebrate abortion. Now, I would not put it past them. I really would not put it past them. I mean, that's how crazy it is. But you had a list.
Yeah. First of all, there are pictures of idiot protesters walking around dressed as abortion pills, literally. That's what they're dressed like, little white pills with the numbers on them.
We are
so yeah. There's one reason that I have hope, Kate, because unlike 4 years ago, where we're coming out of COVID and the media was much more clamping down on quote unquote misinformation. Now Musk owns X, and so there's a lot more access than there was 4 years for conservatives. And one of the ways that the same tricks that worked in 2020 probably won't work now. And one of them is how social media is just excoriating her. One of the memes that came out today that's going viral: 10 things I trust more than Kamala Harris. Are you ready for the list?
Okay, go. Shoot, go.
Number 10. These are 10 things that I trust more than Kamala Harris. I trust the NSA and my search history more than her. I trust a fart after a Taco Bell dinner more than her. How about this? I trust long-range weather forecasts more than Kamala. How about this one? I trust Flint, Michigan tap water.
There you go.
More than Kamala Harris. How about this one? Epstein's prison guard. How about that? How about Bill Cosby's margaritas?
No.
And speaking of the caller we just had on, Philadelphia election results.
No.
Number 3, the third most high listed thing that people trust more than Kamala Harris, Jussie Smollett's testimony. Number 2, CNN headlines, and drumroll please, the number 1 thing.
Yes.
14 days to flatten the curve.
Oh my gosh. On that list, I only want to add farmed tilapia from China. I trust more than this creature that they're trying to reinvent and sell to us in front of our faces. That was a brilliant list, though. It's a lot of fodder. I could play clips every day. I could play the clip about her trying to describe to young people not to take out a loan, but to actually have equity in your home. Take out the equity in your home. Take out that loan and put your house on the line. But kids, you get to go scot-free. And so she's such an utter moron that you just wonder why this is the representation of women and somebody for the president of the United States. But this is what we get. It's endless fodder.
Well, yeah, you're a woman, I'm not, and because you and I both believe in man and women. But as a woman, I got to ask you, I mean, why is not every woman in this country really angry that this is the moron, that you called her a creature? That's what she is. That this creature now is the one that their whole of 51% of the American population are women, and probably 99% of that 51% are smarter than Kamala.
Yeah.
So of all the women, I mean, she makes Hillary Clinton look human and competent. But I mean, why her? You're exactly right. Why? And this is where the Democrats got themselves in trouble. The Democrats picked not a competent VP for Biden, but a DEI hire. Yeah. She is there's no other way to look at it. She is a DEI princess. She is supposed to be stupid and clueless. She didn't get promoted because she's talented or articulate or intelligent. She got simply promoted because she was quote unquote black and female. That's it. It's the only reason. She's black. Yes. So now she's set up to be the president.
You know what? I know this is going to hurt some people's ears, but I don't really care. There's very, very few women in politics that have actually done anything in the right way. And, you know, it's interesting how I know of a local mayor who's a woman, and probably one of the most terrible I've ever seen as mayor. And it's fascinating how we see so many women. There's only a few women that have actually done something really great when they get in. And same with men too. But I just have to say that women in politics, I have not been the least bit impressed with, the least bit encouraging of, because they have a tough time. They have a really tough time, I think, separating emotion from what they're doing. And I don't know. I just don't have any faith in women. Kamala's the worst of the worst. Be right, just like a moron and a lying, whatever. Whoremala. Be right back. Kate Daly Show.